Yeah, so with a bigger rod and stiffer spine, you got more loading in the length of the rod. So all of the bend in the rod is loading the line, and you're gonna get more distance the more you bend the rod in your cast. I mean, that's the distance that's a little farther of the distance than we were casting with that 4-weight. And it's just because this rod is stiffer and the line's heavier, and it's just made to cast farther. Whereas something like that is perfect for, you know, I've got 10 foot across the stream and I just want to make short casts and present this fly to a fish that's right in front of me. And that was probably a 40, 50 foot cast with one quick stroke. The less line you have out, the less time you have to wait. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2. It's like half a second wait time. Whereas you start stripping line out and you wait another 1/10 of a second or 1/4 of a second, and you get all this line out and you gotta wait. And it's challenging if you're in the wind. I almost leave the fly rod at home if it's blowing real hard and there's no protection in the stream or the lake I'm fishing, because you're not going to get the distance you need, and a lot of times the fish won't be somewhere close enough. Like you heard the snap of the line. That was from not waiting long enough. I'm not casting a fly, so it doesn't really matter, but wind and the location and all of that together is really important to think about with how you want to present your line, present your fly, and what fly to use. So if I'm fishing really riffly water, I'm not going to want to cast way out because the line's going to get swept and you're never going to get the fly presented to the fish the way you want to. In really riffly water, I prefer to get really close and then just kind of do short little casts and then drift through the spot you think there's fish. And then you pick it up and put it right back where you want it. And you can do that 10 times. You can take a step back. Usually you start from the bank and work your way slowly in. And that way you cover every single inch of that drift until you can hit the opposite side of the run. And if you don't have anything, either switch flies out or add weight and get that down a little farther. Because a lot of times it's just a matter of 1/8 of an ounce of weight, getting it down to where it's presented eye level of the fish. Another fun tip to incite a bite, a lot of times, if I'm fishing a spot and the fish are really finicky, especially with bass, if you're fishing topwater bass with a fly rod, get a popper, and you can strip the line, you can just kind of bop. But I find a lot of times if that doesn't work, you can let a little slack out and just kind of snake the line. And it kind of flitters the fly, and the fish look at that and they're like, that's too good to be true. I'm getting that. That's what's for dinner. But yeah, the big take home is take your time, be patient, and let the line and the rod do the work. A lot of guys are out there just like ripping their shoulders out, trying to get the line, and you're never gonna get the line to do what you want it to do if you're doing that, because having that motion is taking a lot of control out of your cast. Really, the thing that's doing the casting is basically your wrist and tip of the rod. And you can add a little bit of body rotation too, but keeping the line up and rolling and letting it do the work, that's going to improve your casting better than any other thing that you can do. Take your time and let the line and the loading of the rod do the work.